Hi, my name is Natasha Wright, and you are tuned in to Event Gems, where I will discuss all things event related and take a deep dive into creating concepts, marketing, and execution for your next biz event. My goal is to bring you industry experts who can help you properly monetize and effectively strategize so that you can make your business shine. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Event Gems. I am your host, Natasha Wright, Chief Experience Curator at the Diamond Butterfly. And today we're going to be discussing 4 reasons why you should be planning your event this year to boost your brand. So let's jump right into it, okay? So reason number 1, 41% of marketers believe that events are the single most effective marketing channel. So when you think about the digital age that we live in, it's such a great way for you to produce an event where people can get a chance to really build that know, like, and trust factor with you, right? People are always interested in knowing whether or not that online persona and your IRL or in real life persona is congruent, right? So it's a way for you to have that personal touch with your target demographic or with your potential customers. It's also a great way for attendees to have a more meaningful and engaging interaction with the product or service that you have to offer. And that's only gonna boost your brand and create more marketing opportunities for you, right? So for me personally, when I started with the Diamond Butterfly, I produced my first event. I really just had this idea for a women's empowerment event, something that was different, something that was unique. And so I really wanted to put this out there. This was the first time I was ever producing an event on my own, right? Without a teammate or someone else to help me out and back me up, right? In fact, I initially really wanted to partner with someone else who I felt like they had more experience than I did, but the person just never called me back, never responded to my phone calls, never responded to my texts, even though they did agree to help me or to assist me in any way. But, that's just a learning opportunity, or it wasn't a learning opportunity for me to say, all right, you know what? You just got to go out there and do this, girl, right? It was my journey. It was my journey to start, right? And so by producing that event and really having it be such a unique experience for people, and quite frankly, I hustled, right? This was the first event I was doing on my own. And so I wanted it to be successful. And literally every single day, I would post something on social media regarding the event, wherever I went, any networking events that I went to, or if I was just out and I felt like someone, would be the perfect person to attend this event, they had a flyer in their hand, right? I was not going to leave out of that room with the flyers that I had in my purse and not give it to people, right? So I really hustled to make sure that that event was successful, and it was pretty much almost sold out. Now, granted, I did not make any money off that event, and that's just a learning process that you have to go through. And sometimes it really isn't about making the money, but it's about, well, is this something that I want to put out there? Is this a calling that I have? And, how can I at least start building my platform? It might cost me, right? It's probably going to cost me. I'm probably not going to make any profit, but how can I initiate building my platform and investing in myself and investing in my business? And so that's really what I want you to take away from it, is that the event is a great way for you to invest in your business and to help market your business. So like I said, with this event that I did, just because of the way that I was marketing it and, because of the unique experience that it was, people would reach out to me, or actually I got a referral from someone who wanted me to help their friend market their own event, right? So I wasn't really clear initially when I started my business as to what direction I wanted to go in. I just knew that I wanted to be in the space where I was doing amazing events and creating experiences where people would be empowered, inspired, and motivated, right? So I got this referral for a client, and I started doing their marketing for them and just using the experience and the skills that I had learned through marketing my own event and really transplanting that into what the event was that they were marketing as well, right? So really, when you think about it, that first event that I did on my own without making any profit was a marketing opportunity because of how that person saw me hustle. They figured, you know what, this might be the right person to help my friend, right? And also, one of the persons who attended my own event, we ended up becoming partners on a style and beauty expo that we now do together, right? So that's also another point where there was some synergy. And so just really want to drive home the fact that, producing an event is really a great investment in terms of you marketing your business and marketing your products and services, right? So let's go to reason number 2. So, reason number 2, it amplifies your brand, right? So even though we're talking about how can you move from behind the screen, how can you move from behind the computer and have that face-to-face interaction with your target demographic or your potential customer, really you want to think about events from the perspective of how can that work in tandem with social media to really amplify my brand. So that's reason number 2, right? It amplifies your brand. So you really want to create an amazing experience, something that's unique, something that's different. If you listen to all of the episodes of the podcast that I've had before, all of the women who shared their experience, it was around, well, I didn't see something, and so I had to go create it, right? So think about how are you creating something different or using different elements of what you already know to make something a much more interesting experience for people to come to, and so that they really want to attend whatever it is that you're doing, right? So you're going to create a great experience for people. You're going to create amazing content and give them value, right? But you also want to have like bomb areas within your event space that, is great for social media, because honestly, in this day and age, people, if they find a bomb step and repeat or backdrop or whatever the case may be, then they're going to automatically share videos. They're going to automatically take pictures. So you want to be sharing out those great design elements from your event, but you also want them to be sharing that great content that you're sharing. You want them to really talk about the experience that they had overall, right? And so when you think about these attendees sharing out that content and that information, that's the way that your brand is going to be able to be amplified, because it's basically them providing free marketing service for you, right? Like you probably wouldn't have access to all their followers, but now you do, because you created something amazing and something that they were interested in, something that they were able to benefit from in some way, right? So, of all the events that I've worked on, every single time, there was an increase in followers and there's an increase in engagement the day of, day after, and a few days, and even a few days after the event, right? So you really want to think about how can you make that event work in tandem with your social media to really amplify your brand, to really boost it, and to provide free marketing for you, right? And then let's get to reason number 3. So reason number 3 is you are able to capture leads, right? We all want leads. We all want those soft leads, those people that we can follow up with, or those people that we can stay in contact with and nurture that relationship over time, or have those additional touch points with, because that's how we are going to be able to grow our business, right? So by producing an event, you're going to be able to capture those email addresses, whether they be people who register online beforehand, or those are people who just decided to walk in. You definitely want to make sure that you capture their email addresses. But another part of capturing leads from an event is, just sending those follow-up emails. So, once the event is complete, you want to send that follow-up email and say, thank you so much for attending. Maybe you have a program or whatever the product is. Maybe you can offer a discount code with a time frame for when someone, can still be able to receive that discount. And then you can encourage people to share it with their friends, share it with their family members. If it's something that they liked, if it's information that they liked, then why not share it with a friend, right? And so you provide some sort of incentive for them to be able to do that, right? 50% off, 25% off, whatever works for you. So what you could do is you can incentivize them in some way, right? So you can send them a discount code to say you could get 25% off if you purchase this within the next 48 hours. Ask for a referral. If you think that this product or this service might be beneficial to someone, please share it along. So they'll even be more incentivized to share it with their friends and family, especially when there's a discount attached to it, right? So let's get into reason number 4. You build your authority, right? So as business owners, that's one of the things that we all want to do. We want to be able to build our authority. And so events are such a great way for you to do that, because you're planting subliminally in the minds of your attendees that you are an authority figure. You are an expert in your field. You are a thought leader in your field. And so that allows you to be someone who, whenever they're looking for that service, whenever they're looking for that product, you're going to be top of mind, right? So that's why you want to be able to create that personal touch with people, or that personal relationship with people at your event as well. You really want to allow them to see who you are, see that you give good energy, you give good vibes. You're someone that they feel like is going to do right by them whenever they choose to utilize your service, right? It's also a great way for you to, by building your authority, you're also being able to refine your messaging, right? So especially if you're just starting out and you're thinking about being a speaker or a coach, what a great way for you to refine your message. So, when you're sharing out content via social media, you are not able to have that immediate connection with the audience, right? It's pretty much you sharing and talking and teaching and preaching or whatever it is that you're doing, right? And people are responding. But when you are in the room with people and you can look at their faces and you can see if they're confused, or you can see if they had that aha moment. So you really get a chance to gauge the audience and gauge the crowd and see how your message is really resonating with them, right? And if you listen to one of the previous episodes that I did with Celeste Dunn, she'll talk about, how is your content landing? Is it landing in such a way that people get it, that they have that aha moment, that they really and truly understand how whatever it is that you have to offer can take them from point A to point B, right? So that's how, by producing a live event, you'll be able to have that immediate feedback with people. And of course, then you can, follow up with them and get their testimonials and use that, if, that feedback to really hone in on your style and the message and the way in which you want to convey your brand. So those are my 4 reasons why you should be planning your event this year to boost your brand. So let me just recap really quickly. So reason number 1, it is an amazing marketing opportunity, right? So definitely for that alone, you should be investing in your events to boost your brand. Reason number 2, it amplifies your brand. So it's a great way for you to gain new followers and to get free marketing, right? Who doesn't want that? Reason number 3, you capture leads. Every single business owner I know, they want to be able to get leads, right? And then reason number 4, you build your authority. And with that being said, that's it. So I really hope that this information was helpful to you. I hope that it probably served as a reminder, a motivator, an inspiration for you to just really get out there and really create that experience that you want people to have, and do it in an amazing and unique way. So with that being said, I am your host, Natasha Wright, and I'll see you next time on Event Gems. Bye.